Hello everybody, Slim Kirby here, welcome back to more Let's Play Advanced Wars, The War Room. Last time we S-ranked and got a perfect on Spawn Island, and now we're going to move on to the second map, which is Moji Island. Now, this map is actually a lot more trickier than I expected for it to be. So, I know I said I was going to try to use every CO, or most of the COs, at least to the extent of re-explaining their abilities. But I'm actually going to be using Max again for this mission, just because... Honestly, I tried doing this with other COs, but I just couldn't get past the B rank for some reason. And for some reason, Max works a lot differently here, so I'm going to give him a try. So, our opponent for this map is Grit, and the unfortunate thing about playing Grit, especially when he's controlled by a computer AI, is that he will make use of his advantages rather easily. So what we need to do is we kind of need to put the pressure on him early to make sure he doesn't get too many indirect units. If he gets way too many of them, we could be screwed, so we do not want that to happen. So first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build an APC and a few infantry. The APC will be taking one of these infantry down here to get this base, while the other infantry will be over here trying to get to this base. Now, while the logical course of action would be to, go through this way and kind of, work your way up to the HQ, it's actually more advantageous to send units through here. The enemy sometimes suspects that, and sometimes they will go over here, but even if they do, if you get this base early on, you can still, supply units this way and kind of catch them off guard, so... It's kind of important to try to get both fronts. Maybe focus on this front more in the capture sense, and then getting units over here so they can actually start zooming in. It is really annoying to get units past these forests, but it's something you gotta work with, so... Yep, that's what we have to do for this map. Or at least that's the way I've always interpreted this map. So in case some of you guys, if some of you guys forgot, Grit is the indirect expert, and his abilities can actually be pretty dangerous here. Remember that all of Grit's artillery units and rocket units actually get one extra space of range, but in exchange for that, all of his other direct attacking units are weak, and generally can't put the damage on as much as more well-balanced COs can, so that's why we're going to use Max. We're going to try to use our direct units, because Max pretty much works in the opposite way as Grit. We're going to try to, put the hurt on him early with our direct units before he can get too many indirects out there. Okay, so on the second turn, I think I'm going to go ahead and build my first tank, and maybe a few infantry too, just in case I need them. Sorry if this first part of the video has been very explanation-heavy, but, I always like to explain what I'm doing before I do it. It's just what I do. Okay, let's see. Next turn we'll be able to start capturing this. Also get our tank down there, too. And we'll start sending these guys this way. Move this guy further down. And I'm actually going to build another tank. And I'm actually going to leave it at that. What I want to try to do is save up some of my funds so I can actually purchase a medium tank every turn. It'll take a while before we get to that point, but we can get to that point. Again, it'll just take a little while. The next turn we can start capturing this city, or this factory, base, whatever you want to call it. Okay, start capturing you. Moving more tanks this direction. And I'll go ahead and do it again. And yeah, things are actually looking pretty good right now. Now around like turn 5 or 6, Grit will actually make his move on whether he sends his units down or up. I've seen cases where he sends them up, I've seen cases where he sends them down. I think it kind of depends on how far your tanks get. before he actually makes that decision. At least in this strategy, anyway. Okay, yeah, go ahead and capture you. And start capturing these cities. And build one more tank here, but now we can actually start making use of this base now, so hooray for that. Okay, it looks like he's actually going to go down first, which I do not have a problem with that. I have no problem with that at all. So we'll start building tanks here now. Still send these tanks this way. Don't worry, we will get a force down here before too long, so we're not going to be completely vulnerable. And if not, I can always use the APC as a meat shield to prevent them from getting too far. And I'm going to go ahead and save my funds again because I want to make sure I can buy a medium tank next turn. Okay, yep, they're still going to go down. That does surprise me a little bit, but it's fine with me. If they want to make that mistake, they can. Okay, so now I'll start capturing you. Build my medium tank, and I still have enough left over where I can buy another tank here, so... Now we want to actually stop them from getting too many funds. We can actually capture a few cities of our own, too. So this is going along just fine. We have 5 tanks coming through here and a medium tank over here. I think we're pretty well covered right now. With definitely more medium tanks on the way, too. Now, the only problem is that artillery down there. That artillery could get in the way, but we're kind of moving them south. They're away from my units, so this is actually going to work out pretty well. Okay, before I build anything here, I'll make sure I have these cities well covered. Okay. I want to be careful of this tank. I mean, Grit's tanks won't do very much, but I want to make sure I can at least, you know, keep them in mint condition or near mint condition. Okay, that actually works. Now I can actually keep the rest of my tanks out of range, so that works perfectly. But yeah, this is basically how this map will work, at least the way I do it. At least the way I'm doing it. I'm sure there are other strategies. In fact, I've actually seen a lot of videos and looked at a lot of websites where you can actually essentially get an S rank with Sammy on every single map by, you know, basically making a rush for the HQ. It's very risky, but it always seems to work for skilled players. I don't know, I can never really make use of that strategy. But that is just who I am. I do not claim to be an expert at this game. Okay, so we want to be kind of careful right here. I mean, we can stay out of range, but we need to remember that Grit has a very dangerous regular CO power. This is before super CO powers were invented. But yeah, his power is very dangerous, so we want to make sure we can avoid it if we can at all costs. If I can actually get to both of these artillery units, I should be fine. Because we have a lot of units down here, so I'm not really worried about their force up here at all. In fact, I could, like, wipe them out right here pretty easily. I did put a few tanks in range, unfortunately, but that's fine. I am going to keep my strategy up, though, because it's working pretty well for me, I must say. Okay, I'm going to make sure he can't hurt me. Okay, I'm still good there. I've mostly been destroying infantry units, so that's why his CO bar isn't that far up yet. Oh, once it fills, though, I'm going to be in for it big time. Okay, well, that wasn't too deadly, although... Oh, yep, he's kind of hoarding artillery units over here. That's usually what the computer AI Grit will do. He will hoard artillery units like none other. That's why you have to be very careful when you're dealing with them. As I said before, you can usually overcome them with brute force, but... you know, you have to be careful. And let me check again. Okay, I should be okay, so I can kind of actually move my tanks in a little further. Although I want to look out for this tank, too. Okay, well, I'll do this, then. I can actually afford another medium tank, but do I want to build one? Not really sure. Okay, so yeah, watch out for these guys, obviously. They actually have a pretty good range on me right now. Oh wow, they have a lot of coverage right here. Really gonna have to be careful with what I do. Okay, well I can at least do this. Let's see, do I want another medium tank, or should I stick with the baby tanks? Well, first, let me capture a few things. I don't know. I really don't want to put a medium tank up here, because if I do, it's going to have a lot of trouble getting through this, so... I think I'm actually going to go with 2 baby tanks again. I'll definitely have enough to afford a medium tank next turn, so that shouldn't be a major issue. And yeah, I'll just keep you right there. I'm almost debating whether or not I want to heal this guy, but it doesn't seem necessary at the moment. Okay, let's go ahead and end turn. See what he does now. He's still not quite there at his CO power, which is good. His CO power adds 1 more range to his already deadly indirect range, so we want to be careful of that. And I have no idea what they're doing. They're almost kind of hoarding themselves in right here. Which, I mean, I can see how that'd be a good strategy, but... I don't know. Can I destroy you in 1 hit? Yes, I can. Awesome. Perfect. Okay, and I'm out of range, too, because I think with that... Yep, that put him over the top, so... we'll need to be careful. I'll need to put my tanks just out of range. But otherwise, I think we're actually doing pretty well. Just gotta make sure I stay out of his deadly range, and I should be okay. Because he only has 3 units, and +1. Yeah, I'm actually pretty well covered from that. The problem, though, is I want to... Crap. I shouldn't have done that. But the problem is I probably shouldn't have let them, like, get this too packed in. Because that's actually going to be kind of a challenge to break up when I get down here with all my units. I have, like, so many tanks, though, so I should be fine. Okay, so what I want to do right here is I don't want to advance to this city, but I can kind of stay on this diagonal. But I also have these tanks to worry about too, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to put some of my tanks, including my herd tank, over here. And then I'll definitely keep my other tanks for backup, so when their turn is done, I can kind of rush in and do my own thing. I'm really putting the pressure on him. As for other moves, I'm not really sure. I might continue with my baby tank strategy. Although it wouldn't hurt to get another medium tank out there, but Max's tanks are almost like medium tanks. They just really don't have the defense. Okay, so here he is. He's going to use the CO power, select attack. Yeah, I had a... What? Okay, apparently they have +2 range. Oh well, they didn't destroy too much, so I'm not gonna worry or cry about it yet. Okay, yeah, I'm stupid. They do have +2 range. It's kind of weird because, like, when I play this game, I always think about their Advance Wars 2 Super CO powers and how they're, you know, kind of baby versions of the powers in this game. But that's not completely true, obviously, so that's why I kind of got screwed over right there. But yeah, their range will definitely decrease back to this, which is lame because I want to get this freaking medium tank in there, but gotta hold off. Gotta hold off in situations like this. I should be okay. Yeah, I'll be fine. If I keep them going on this diagonal. Meanwhile, I'll retreat you, capture you, and get a few more tanks on the battlefield. Next turn I'll be able to use my CO power. Or I could actually use it right now too, but I kind of want to wait until I have more units in the fray before I do that. Let me just make sure I stay out of range though. Which can't really do much. I think I can do this. And this. But I can't really advance any farther. Nope. Okay. Well, that's fine. It's not over yet by a long shot. We'll go ahead and build a medium tank here. And a baby tank. I don't know why I'm calling them baby tanks. Because they're not babies, they're just normal. Okay, let's see what happens here. My next turn should be a lot of fun, because I can actually destroy a lot. Oh wow, they got a rocket. However, that rocket's not going to help them very much, because... Roll, tanks, roll! It's time for Max Force. Okay. I kind of want to try something stupid right here and see if it'll work, but no, it doesn't look like it. Okay, yeah, I'll keep things simple. Don't want to screw up too much. But yeah, we're gonna go on the all-out offensive here. Can I get you? Oh yeah, I can. Wow. This is gonna work out very well. Very well indeed. Let's see. Yeah, I'll get you more involved. I can actually end it right here, too. Can you do anything? No, you're still stuck back there, but that is fine. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to end it right here. If not, I'll get very, very close to the point where I'll definitely be able to end it next time. Oh wow, I can end this. I just got to get a few lucky hits in. Can I kill you? Not quite. It's kind of sad. I was really hoping for the kill right there. Oh well, no use crying over spilt milk. I still got them down pretty well on this turn. Or got him down pretty well on this turn. Okay, well, whatever. Oh, it can actually kill you, though. Add a little more to my power score. Which, speaking of which, I should definitely start thinking about my technique score, so... start spending things. Hooray for unnecessary building stuff. Wish I could build a bomber or something, but there are no airports here. Okay. It'll definitely be over after this turn, though, that's for sure. And yeah, that's not going to do anything. Yeah, great, you're finished. You are finished. Okay, so let's do some more technique grinding. You don't have to do this, but it does help out your technique score because it builds the percentage of lost units up, which I only lost like 2 units, I think, which is not a lot at all, so I should definitely be able to get an S rank here. Let me go ahead and check. Okay, I did lose 3 units. 2 tanks and an APC, so... Okay, yeah, I lost 3 units, total units. Yeah, that should be more than enough. That's about like 10%, which is definitely more than enough for the technique grade. So yeah, let's go ahead and end it here. No, I better not do that, just in case. Hooray, victory! Is that a... Yes, it is! Another perfect, alright. Don't think I'll be as lucky on the next map, but we'll find out when we get to that point. Get 12 more coins, and we promote to a Opal Topi. Hooray! Don't need to see this. But yeah, this has been Slim Kirby. This has been Let's Play the Advance Wars War Room. I'll see you guys next time when we tackle Duo Falls with Emperor Kanbei. Later, folks.